I just got 2 new mice from this family that was moving and didn't want them anymore, and they gave them to me for free along with a couple of their cages and some other random stuff. And just to give you an idea of the kind of care they were in, here's the wheel that one of them was running on, and this is the wheel that was in the cage of the one that they thought was a male. It was actually a female. They were using Carefresh bedding. Yeah. So they were also using this mouse and rat food. Here, let's see if I can get it open one-handed. Here, actually. There we go. And in this mouse and rat food, they have this. Which, I mean, I guess it's not the worst food in the world, but it's got corn, and that's been known to cause mice problems. Sunflower seeds are okay, but I don't know. I don't personally like foods like this. If I buy anything like this, it's usually in treat form. I usually just get sunflower seeds. And they also had this water bottle, which I thought was really weird. I saw this yellow thing floating, and I was like, that's not supposed to be there, and I tried to take it out. Turns out, it's a fake rubber ducky, and when you put the water in, it floats. Don't know whose idea that was, but I think it's stupid. Who knows what that little ducky is doing? But this little one is a female. She's been kept alone her entire life, and she is obviously going to town on this piece of cardboard paper, just gnawing it. If you want to see what their cage setup was, this is what that one that's in there currently was in. And it looks like it's about the size of a 5-gallon aquarium. Oh, great. There we go. Sorry, I'm just closing up this bottle. But yeah, 5-gallon aquarium, 1 hide, a water bottle, and a food dish that was tipped over. So, that's fun. But yeah, they're having a party. I'm hoping they take to other females, because I have a lot of other females I can give them homes with. And up here are the other 2 that I rescued the other day, Sir Chunkslat and Guinevere. Hoping they're doing much better than these guys are. That's for sure. In here, we have the other little mouse that I just barely rescued. Let's see if I can show her to you. And she's still a little bit damp. I tried to dry her off mostly. She's mostly dry. Actually, a lot of the stuff that's at the top right there is sticky. So you can see her base looks better than the top, and that's because I gave her some Neosporin plus some mite treatment, and I gave her a sponge bath. So hopefully, I'm hoping that helps. I don't know if she still has mites, but I'm thinking she at least has chronic itching, meaning she itches nonstop. So her ears are ripped up and she's got sores along her back. She has places where I'm guessing mites were eating away at her before on her back, but they're healing up and they're starting to regrow there. So I do think that she has mostly chronic itching next to her ears. You can see that her ears are partially missing, but she is such a friendly little mouse. She's honestly pretty great. She's not... Right now she's nervous because I just heckin' gave her a bath, and who wants that, but honestly, she's one of the more friendly mice I've ever met. Yeah, she's pretty chill with touch, with hands. I just got her today, and she's already coming out. When I was grooming her earlier, or when I was drying her off, she just started grooming me too, so she's a sweetie. I'm hoping she survives, and if possible, I'd like to breed her at least once. If not, I want to give her just a retirement home, and she can live with my retired or resting females. And she can learn social techniques from Misty, who has been around a long time and knows how to deal with a variety of mice. So, even though this girl lacks social skills, hopefully that helps her out. Girl. Hello. Yeah, you can see she's really friendly. I have not met a mouse quite this friendly. And I'm keeping her in a 5-gallon right now. The 5-gallon that she came in just so that I can treat her every day and monitor her condition, keep things quiet and small, low stress for her. But I will eventually be upgrading her, and I did take this cage, and okay, my cleaning process was kind of insane. I took the whole thing, I used vinegar on it, and then the smell of the Carefresh breading reeks, guys. And also, I'm pretty sure these guys never actually did a deep clean, so it still stank. And so I took the next level, which was bleach, and I bleached the whole thing twice. And then I took dish soap and I scrubbed it with dish soap because I was like, I feel like there's still residue. And after that, I was like, you know what, let's take out the big guns. And I got some pet stain remover, and I used that twice, and I left it on for a few minutes. And after I was done with that, I put vinegar in the whole thing, and I soaked it. I put it all the way up to the rim, and I soaked it for a good 5 to 10 minutes. And I also had salt in there. So this thing got some pretty hardcore treatment, and after that, I bleached. So, after all that, it smells a lot better. There's, still slight residue of the Carefresh. I hate the smell of Carefresh bedding. I hate it. I don't know why, but Carefresh bedding is just the worst. The paper bedding, it's supposed to be one of those, it doesn't stink, but honestly, it smells bad in and of itself. You don't even need the mice to smell bad, it just smells bad. So this cage still has a slight residue. After I'm done with her, I actually plan on taking this cage and letting it soak in either a bleach or vinegar solution for a few days, because I do like the cage itself. It's not too bad. It's not good for fish because it's not watertight right now. I'm pretty sure from the use that it's had, it's just not watertight, but I want to eventually get a tarantula, and while it's a juvenile, I think this would be a great terrarium for it, and then when it gets older, I'd probably switch it over to a 10-gallon, but I got this for free too, so might as well try to clean it up and put it to good use. The smell's mostly out. It's not really a huge concern, but still, I like to be on top of things. And then this is the water bottle she came with too. I would have switched it, but my water bottles are a lot longer. They're like this. They're twice the size. And this cage doesn't really work with one that's twice the size, so I just kept this. I put it in. I'm hoping that she stays hydrated, because when I was cleaning her and giving her bath, she didn't defecate at all, which is a bit concerning. So I'm hoping that switching her over to this food helps. Maybe she has allergies too, so I'm hoping that also helps. So new food, new bedding. I'm going to eventually switch over to a new water bottle in about 2 weeks. I deep cleaned this one though with vinegar. And also dish soap, and I cleaned off the tip because it was covered in dried up saliva. You know how that happens, or maybe you don't, but it does. But yeah, it works fine. It doesn't drip because Katie does really nice water bottles. And then I put in this thing. This thing's really nice. It acts as a hide and a climbing thing at the same time. So if she wants to, she can try climbing it. It's a little bit slanted, but it still works. My other mice love stuff like that. She can chew it. She can run through it. It's just really fun. And then her main hide right there. So, and then I always just scatter feed. I'm not a huge fan of feeding any other way, so she's got 4 or 5 pellets on the ground right there. And, yeah, so all's well. And since she does have issues, I will be quarantining her to help her have time to heal. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my new mouse situation. And the cast that is my bedroom after mouse cleaning day. And all my other mice. Here, let's say hi to them real quick. Hey, guys. I still need to feed everybody. Actually, never mind. I fed almost everybody today. I just got 1 or 2 more cages to feed. But, yeah, these are all my mice. They're all fun. Most of these cages are full. There are 1 or 2 that aren't, but this is a nursery. That's Faye and Soot. They have some babies that are, I believe, 2.5 weeks old, and then some that are just 1 week. And that is pretty far apart, but the 2.5-week-olds, there are only 2 of them, so they do fine. All the babies get enough milk, especially since I have very many of the others. And then these guys just gave birth today, and it's Madeline who gave birth. Abigail, when they were very first starting to come out, was starting to cannibalize the babies, so I took her out for a good 40 minutes to let Madeline give birth. And once she had already started nursing them, she had groomed them, gotten them all done, I put there she is. I put her back in, because, sometimes when the babies come out the first time, it's like, what is this? But after that, she took to it, and she started nursing them too, so I'm not worried about them anymore. Hey, girlie, are you pregnant? She's pregnant. So she'll be having babies too. It's kind of hard to see them, but there's Madeline. She's the one who gave birth today. And that cage is full of mice. It's got like 9 because I'm introducing them. Normally I keep them in that big one down there, but since it's introduction day, I'm not doing that. Anyways, TTFN.